And we're live. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the MUSA 20 election debates. This is for the School of IT representative, male representative. Just before we begin, I wanted to give a short intro as to what these debates are about, how they'll be going, what's the procedure. Uh, so so yeah. Sorry, just mute that. Okay. Um, So what's going to happen is basically we're going to start with a 5 to 7 minute opening statement from the candidate, and then we'll move on to a 15-20 minute Q&A from previous office bearers. They'll come in. We've got a few lined up today to jump in and ask our SOIT rep. And then later on, we'll be having a Q&A from students, which means that you, the audience, will be able to ask questions to the candidate. So do make sure to leave a comment in the chat, and we will be passing on those questions to the candidates for them to answer. So yeah, we hope you enjoy this 4 days of debates. We've got all kinds of positions coming up, and hope to have fun. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to introduce our candidate for today. So everyone, say hello to Mikey, our potential School of IT rep.
Hi
So
guys.
please introduce yourself and give us your opening statement.
Also, do I just go?
Yep, go ahead.
All right. Okay. Hey everyone. I'm Mikey. I'm currently a year 2 semester 2 student studying computer science, as I'm the running candidate for the School of IT school representative. As a school rep, I shall prioritize voicing out student concerns, whether it will be academic or welfare related, to relevant parties such as MUSA or the faculty. Nothing is perfect, and everything will always have room for improvement, and it applies to any Monash services as well. There are times where issues are not resolved or communicated well enough. Sometimes it may be even tougher to contact related parties about such issues. I hope to achieve this by providing the students an easier platform to voice out their concerns and also increase the frequency of communication between the students, MUSA, and the faculty. Updates regarding student concerns will be frequently notified to ensure that students are also in the loop on the progress on such matters. Another direction that I want to focus on is the career development of students. I want to assist students to discover their interest in the various fields of computer science and provide more opportunity for the students to interact with people in the industry. I understand that there are students that do feel lost and have no sense of direction due to the wide array of units and concepts taught in computer science. Students also tend to worry about not landing good internships or jobs, especially now more than ever due to the pandemic. I want to host more IT career fairs or company trips and visits, giving the students a platform to network with industry leaders to gain more knowledge, experience, and also be open to more opportunities. I also plan to invite guest speakers from various backgrounds and experience in the IT field to give insights to students regarding the various fields of computer science, the various pathways a student in computer science can take. Social events are great, and before, when everything isn't online, it always had a decent attendance. However, I do understand they are not for everyone. I would like to organize a more diverse set of events and activities that are able to be more inclusive to the different interests and personalities of students in the School of IT. Aside from mingle nights and end of semester parties, I look forward to host more competitions such as competitive programming or hackathons for the students. This gives students an opportunity to work together, apply the skills learned, and also ignite the competitive spirit within them. I also believe that these events allow students to improve their soft skills, ability to work as a team, to work under pressure, and also allow students more chances to obtain accolades that are able to benefit their future careers. The current situation with COVID-19 is not optimal. Online learning hasn't been easy, and as much as I hope 2021 can be conducted on campus, I understand that I have to keep things realistic. I understand that going online has also caused communication and accessibility issues to the students. As I've said before, I will do my best to enhance the communication between all related parties and provide assistance to those in need. And regardless of online or on-campus studies, I am hopeful that online career events will still be up to quality. Social activities are a tough nut to crack when done online. And from this year, there has been a drop in participations. However, I will still do my best to conduct events that are within appropriate timeframes to accommodate as many students as possible. I believe I have what it takes to represent the School of IT. My experience within the School of IT includes being a subcom for almost 2 years, and my involvement has allowed me to understand the ins and out operation of the School IT division in MUSA. Being a part of the SSLC committee has given me opportunities to speak up for students regarding their academic concerns and be able to push for changes. My times as a past tutor and also a School of IT mentor led me to improve my leadership skills and act as a mentor for students. To think that I'm a capable and reliable figure for students and be someone that students find approachable and can find comfort to rely on. All in all, I hope that everyone can give me a chance to represent you, and I promise I'll perform to my best abilities. To summarize my speech in a more informal phrase, don't worry lah, I got you. Thank you everyone for your time. The floor is now open for questions, starting from the office bearers, Heikel and Sabrina. You guys get that?
All right.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Mikey. Thanks for the speech.
Thank you.
Moving on, we'll be bringing in a couple of our, an office bearer who's the current SOIT rep. So yeah, Heiko, if you wouldn't mind introducing yourselves to the audience, and yeah.
Sure. Hi everyone. I'm Heiko. I'm the MUSA SOIT male rep, as you can see, for 2020. And yeah, that's about it for me. But okay, I'll get to the question straight. Is it fine with the moderators? Okay, great. So Mikey, I have a few questions actually. I made a list. So first one is, because in your manifesto, the one that MUSA uploads on their Instagram and as well as your speech, you constantly mention about inclusivity, right? Like, how do you plan to make sure that your events cater to everyone? Like, in your definition of like everyone, who are they in this case? Like, what is separating someone from not joining an SOIT event because to them it doesn't feel, in your words, inclusive enough? So that's the first question. So I'll let you address that one first.
Okay, good question. Okay, so what I actually meant by inclusivity is that there are a lot of different kind of students in School IT. There are some people that are more introverted, some people are more extroverted. So as you can see, there has been some social events, like maybe some social activities such as mingle nights or end of semester parties, and those are more geared towards the students that like to hang out, like to chill, and are more extroverted in general. So what I want to do is I want to cater towards the different interests, and how I would do that is I will constantly collect feedback from students. I want to know what kind of events do students want. I want to know and let's say I won't keep repeating the same events as well. I will try and have, let's say in one semester, I will try and have as many different kinds of events as I can, and it will also be based on student feedback, because the students know them the best, right? So yeah, that is what I meant by inclusivity.
But like, for example, any examples on like someone who's introverted, what kind of like events do you think of like catering for?
Well, I know there are some students that are not very keen on joining. Like I mentioned just now, there are some students that are not that keen on joining mingle nights or like social events, but they're actually very into computer science and they really like to program. So that's why I brought up the competitive programming point. So I could host some competitions where they could also participate in activities, but they don't necessarily have to socialize, and that could be something that they like, because they're actually doing something that they're interested in, which is just code and solve problems and participate in competitions and yeah, stuff like that. Thank you.
Okay. My next question is, touch wood, yeah. If
Touching.
everything's online again next year, how relevant is your manifesto right now? Be honest. Like you mentioned something about if increase student academic self-identity, no, I'm okay. Like you say you want to create many different kinds of event for every single one. So you're going to be you're right now a one-man candidate, and then there's no certainty that you're going to have a female candidate. What makes you think you yourself is capable of managing all these events, include inclusivity? You want to do different kind of events every single time. You don't want to have a recurring event. How can SOIT be assured that you are what you say you are? Yeah.
Okay. Do you want this? Okay. Do you want this point to go towards next year being online or just in general?
Let's
Do you
just
mean
talk about
it being online or just in general?
yeah, just talk about online.
Sorry,
First. Online.
online first. Okay. I do understand that it's very hard to host different kind of events online, but I think it is possible. So let's say for social events, there can be hangout sessions or buddy sessions. Like everyone can just hang out at Zoom and then they can just play games where they can interact with each other. So that's an example of a social event. And also for the more for the events that would cater different interests, I think competitive programming and also hackathons are also able to be done online as well. And even besides that, we can also do small stuff like maybe I know MUSA has done stuff like cook off where people just take pictures. I think that is also considered as an event, and people can participate and maybe they can win prizes, and they would I would still consider that as an event, and yeah, I would still I know that the events aren't gonna be as good when it's online, but I'll still do my best to yeah, I'll still do my best to host these events.
Okay. One last question, if I may. In your speech, in your manifesto, you didn't mention anything about trying to collaborate with other departments, which I realized in SOIT, as in this year and maybe in the previous years, we lack collaborations with other departments, such as like MUIS or women's officers or something like that. Something that's out of school reps, right? So, what do you have any plans on trying to collaborate with them, and what are they?
Okay. Regarding collaborating with other schools, I personally feel like a lot of the events that if I were to make it, if I were to do a diverse set of events, I'm most likely for some of them I would probably go collab with some other schools. But I did not write that in my manifesto because personally I do think that these things just how do I say this? I guess I feel like more students will be more interested in what the event is rather than who are we collaborating with, if that makes sense. So I did not include something like that in my manifesto, but it does not mean that I won't collab as well. It's just that something I did not include because I don't think that I think students in the end they would be more focused towards the events rather than who these events are collaborating with. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'm done with the questioning.
Oh, thank you. Fine questions.
All right. So if there aren't any more questions from the office bearer, I guess we'll move on to the Q&A session from the audience. So I'd like to remind everyone who's watching right now, 44 of you, you can now drop your questions in the chat and we will pass them on to Mikey for him to answer. We've already got a question from Gerald Lee. Good speech, but how would you plan to keep your promises being a SOIT school rep? So yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll just be honest. I cannot assure you that all my promises can be met to 100%. I cannot say that it's all going to be achieved to 100%. But I will assure you, I will promise you guys that I will not give up on my promises. I will not give up on my manifesto, and no matter what, I'll always try my best to work towards it. Yeah, that's my answer.
All right, thanks, Mikey. If there are there any other questions that the audience would like to ask? We've got Mikey here right now, so you can feel free to scrutinize his policies, his manifesto, and get an answer out of him. Especially if you're from the School of IT. If you're a student.
What?
Anyone would like to drop a question?
Okay.
You can
No
stay on for
questions.
about 2 minutes.
Good answer, Rich.
Yeah.
Thank you. I like to say I'm very honest. Thank you, Siswa. Apparently, I can see the comments as well.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. So yeah, if there aren't any more questions, I guess we can move on to your closing statement, Mikey. If you
Okay.
Mike?
All right. So I don't think there's any more questions that's going to come in.
If
So
anyone
all right.
jumps in with a question, I will shoot it in
Yeah,
at the
sure.
last minute. So
Thanks a
yeah,
lot. All right. So all right, I guess I'll just do my closing statement. Okay. So I do appreciate I really appreciate the time and the questions asked by everyone. I also thank Heikel for his time. I know you have a very busy schedule. Also, if anyone else has any other questions, you can always find me on my Instagram, which is at mkyhao, or you can just comment under the official Musa page. So if you have any questions, you can just go there. So don't worry about it. I'll try my best. No, I will answer. Okay. Again, I'm Mikey, and I guarantee you that I'll do my best, and I hope everyone can give me a chance. Thank you.
all right. If there's nothing else to be done here, if no one else would like to drop a question, last call. I guess we can end it here, guys. So
All right.
thanks for
All
coming
right.
out, Mikey.
Thank
Thanks
you.
all.
Thank you. Thanks for the
you
returning
all.
officers as well.
Thank you, Mikey.
Thanks for
No
moderating.
problem.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Heiko.
Thanks
Bye
to all
bye.
who joined. We'll be back later for the debate for the School of Pharmacy rep at 3:15. So do tune in there, guys. So yeah, thanks for joining, everyone. We'll see you
Right.
guys later.
Thank
All right, thanks,
you.
Mikey. See ya.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.